Hello and welcome to Motor India Show. Today our guest is Mr. Vinkesh Gulati. He is the past president of FADA and now chairman of ASDC. Vinkesh, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thanks,
your
Anil.
time.
Yeah.
So you asked a very pertinent question, bank management, about the overfunding. What is the typical issue? And
See, very frankly, when we talk about our wholesale funding, which we normally term as trade advance, channel funding, everything, the banks are very comfortable to lend to a dealer. And why? Because there is something which is backing from the manufacturers. There is something called comfort letter, but actually it's just a small piece of paper which says that there are dealers and we are good enough with that. It's nothing called a financial guarantee or a support system. And if something goes wrong, that paper doesn't have any value. But what happens, because the auto industry is growing, and for any bank, this is the easiest way of lending. You are lending crores to one person who is involved with a manufacturer, where the turnover is controlled, because whatever manufacturer bills, it comes through GST, through manufacturer, and they get the data. So overall, this is a awesome piece of work where banks are able to earn money, dealers are able to get inventory so that they can keep stocks and then sell at the time. Now the problem comes in when the going is tough, or where something happens in the financial ability of the dealer. At times it's price cuts happening, discounting happening. When a dealer wants to sell more, he starts cutting the price, which means his earning goes down. We are already at 3% to 4% thin margin. And if the discounting because of the market goes up, his earning will go down, which means his annual balance sheet net profits will come down, and then the expansion and growth will be limited. So whenever such things happen, I gave you just an example of discounting. It could be anything. It could be diversion of fund, maybe for real estate, maybe for expansion in the dealership. So I have maybe 5 locations. Now the manufacturer gave me an option of another 2 and I put in there. So what happens? The shift from short-term loan to long-term happened, thinking that we'll grow and we'll capture it. But practically not all the time it happens.
okay.
So whenever this tough time is happening, that is where we have to understand how to handle such situation. And obviously, that was the basic of my question. That if a dealer is going through that, and being a banker, you get the data every month. We have to report what we have bought. We have to report what we have sold, exactly when wise, with invoice number and date. Even if we have sold and the vehicle are not delivered, we have to give them the invoices, or delivered not invoiced, we have to give them the insurance. And as per norms, every quarter a bank should send their auditor, which does happen, which means they know the nerves, they know what is happening on the ground reality. So whenever the things goes tough, means the market is going down, the sales are not happening, or the dealer has an issue, the OEM is do bother about the dealers, but normally they push the wholesale. And if a dealer has a 10 crore limit and such things happen, or inventory goes up, then the OEM pressurizes the banker. Why don't you increase the limit from 10 to 15? Good enough. Help a dealer, give that extra money, he can retail more and earn more. But the point is, if the inventory is high, or there is a basic structural problem at the dealership or the market, then this 5 crores add a bigger burden to the dealer, because interest has to be paid by the dealer, the money has to be refunded by the dealer, and it starts like that, 10 to 15, then it's 20, then 30, whereas his monthly turnover is only 10 crores. If he is selling 10 crores worth of product, maximum he needs 10 crores for inventory. Because 30 days inventory, 21 days inventory is good, but chalo 30 days. So whenever this happens, one side maybe his inventory bloats up, or he gets easy money which he uses somewhere else, which is not a good practice. And given a time, he goes bankrupt or closes off. And that is where then the bank's money also gets stuck. And
So
at
it's
that
a
time,
tricky
no EM
situation.
support the bank. But the problem is, banks have their own reason. If I don't support, the other bank will. Aggressive marketing, because
Competition.
this is the easy money. You don't have to. So a bank's channel funding would be around what? Around 1,000 crore. Any small bank will do work in that. And in 1,000 crores, they have actually given what? Around 100 people money, not more than that. 100 people and 1,000 crores being managed, recovery cost, management cost is all very low. So they have that
In mind.
positiveness to go
Okay.
in. They have that aggressiveness, ease of recovering and everything going through. But at times banks are also responsible for all this happening because we can't say, so I'll not say we, 80% of the dealers can't say no to the OEM. So if OEM pressurizes, they have
They
to
will
sign
give.
that
Yeah.
paper. And that is what my question was, that the money which goes bad debt is of the financiers or the bankers, not the OEM.
Correct.
Why do they go into this aggressive tone and do work like that? Why don't they caution that I'll not give this dealer some money, extra money which is needed, because I have my data that he cannot earn so much and return back.
Yeah, yeah. Very good, very interesting point. And the second thing I wanted to check with you is on ASDC. I mean, what are the initiatives that you have taken, and then where are you in this journey?
See, it's too early. I just joined, taken over. No doubt for the past 2 years I've been working as vice president also. So what change ASDC, our FR sir, who is the president, was the president till yesterday, has taken? We were working on more skilling, training, ascertaining, and making qualification, QPs and all that. For some time now, we are working on the placement part. So at least complete the end-to-end loop. So mobilize people, make them trained, skill them, and then get them the job, and then check how we can. And in that process, increase the women diversity in auto, because normally in automobile, women
Yeah,
diversity
very less.
is very less. So we are doing that also. How can we increase that diversity ratio also? We are working on making India the hub for global skilling. So yesterday only we had recognized some 15 people who are skilled in India and they are going abroad for jobs. So that is also, it's a very small number, but at least that's a start.
To start.
So like Modi ji says, make in India for global. Now we
Even
are
also
wanting to
people.
do skill in India for global, and that's a start. We are now tied up with Germany where they need some engine mechanics and commercial vehicle technicians also.
Okay.
Obviously, for them it's a mechatronic trained mechanic, not a normal technician. But we are working on that. How can we support globally the? So we have heard a lot of IT industry and BPO industry getting people from
Yeah,
India,
yeah.
but not in auto. So that's what ASDC is working in, along with a lot of other things where future technology we have to be prepared even before. So our alignment has to be with R&D and manufacturing team to understand what they are working in. So when the vehicle comes on the road, we are already prepared with a proper course curriculum and the trainer who can train on that.
That is very
Yeah,
important.
that
That
is
is
what
very
we are.
good. Many a times when the vehicle is out, there is no proper training given to the dealership, even to explain, about the features, because the cars are becoming too tech now. So that's a very important point.
Yeah.
Lastly, what I wanted to know is, what are the, barring the GST, what are the other issues that FADA is facing, or the dealerships are facing?
See, overall dealership is a very complex business. We are covered under some 27 acts in India. We have represented the government that it should be reduced, and the works are going on in between. Uh, so starting from, we are a repairer because we service, we are a maker because we do the body shop work, we are a seller because we sell vehicles. So shop act, factory act, whatever act you
Everything.
remember, we are covered with it. And with this complexity that we are a very high employment base or a employment churner, because a dealership who sells around 100 vehicles employs around, if it is a car, employs 100 people, or if it is two-wheeler, it's around 70, 75. So all this is very complex, but people are very passionate about auto. So there are we go through all the challenges happening. So if these sales are going good, like this government has supported us a lot with this GST cut and on, if the growth is happening, all those challenges are still managed. But whenever there is some issue on the growth part or the resistance part in the market, economy going down and all that, that's where these challenges become a sore. We are working with the government where we have sent them a list of how can we improve. So like one thing, we open a workshop in an industry area where there is a showroom. Now, industrial development corporations don't accept that system. So we are following up with industry minister also that any industrial development corporation, if we have a showroom in front and a workshop behind, we should be not treated as a commercial thing. It's an industry. and you allow industry for 10-15% of space where you can display what you are manufacturing. We are also doing that because the workshop runs because we sell. If we don't sell, the industry doesn't work. So those are a lot of other things which we are working on and hope things will improve.
Great. Lovely
Thank you.
talking to you, Vinkesh. Thank you so
Welcome.
much. Thank you.
Thanks.